and welcome to Talk a Good Game, and it's just finished. West Ham United 1, Big Sam Sunderland 0. I'm Gio, Gonzo, Tom, we're outside the Bobby Moore tribute. Gonzo, wasn't a very fitting tribute to our legend, was it?
No, but it was all about the 3 points today. So Bilic had the bragging rights over Allardyce. Why is there a feather duster stuck in my face?
This is Charlie's. Tom, it was quite a quiet game, a few half chances, and Antonio scored. Just so you at home know, I was in the Bobby Moore, Gonzo was in the Trevor Brookin, and then Tom here was in the Chicken Run. So with eyes on 3 stands out of the 4. So Tom, what was your view of Antonio's goal?
I was right behind. I was in the corner fair, right behind. It was sort of slow motion. I didn't realise it went in at first. He sort of hit it, and it's like, oh, it's gone in the corner. It was a lovely bending shot. I've seen the replay. It was lovely bending. Obviously, watching it. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic from Antonio.
Has, in your view, Gonzo, has Antonio confirmed his place in Bilic's starting 11? When Bilic makes the starting 11, when everyone's fit, has Antonio's name got to be there?
Well, for me, Antonio has gone from early doors when he wasn't a first choice. He's gone from possibly £7 million wasted when he wasn't playing to £7 million being a snip. Okay, and I mean, I was right behind the goal for it. It definitely wasn't in slow motion, Tom. It was definitely in real time. It definitely went in, and it was. I just think he's fantastic. The other guys are more technical. Lanzini, Payet they're both more technical players, but he gives us strength. Whereas the others might skip past a challenge, perhaps they might trick their way past a challenge. He'll ride a challenge. He'll go straight through a challenge. I think he's brilliant.
Just before that, there was 2 crossbars. Sunderland's free kick, it was a cross, it bounced off the top of the bars. I think Adrian had it covered.
Adrian had it saved though, didn't he? Did he not save it, or did it at the top of the bar?
No, it just bounced off the bar, went over in the first half. But Noble, from where we were in the Bobby, we were looking, Noble had scored. What a save from Manone.
I didn't realise he saved it at first, but when you watch the replay, he actually got his hand to it. It was a fantastic. That was going in right at the top corner, but that was a fantastic save from the goalie. So yeah, brilliant from the goalie.
Taxi for Adam Johnson.
There was a lot of Adam Johnson songs, but that's the best one around, Gonzo. But how good has Mark Noble's shooting become? He's 27 years of age. I've not seen him shoot, and then all of a sudden this last couple of months,
he's more than 27. He's 29, 28, 29, isn't he?
Well, however old he is, he's all of a sudden found shooting boots this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's the same age as me. He looks very, very good from that sort of 18-yard range, and I think the keeper, we'll see in the replay. Obviously we're in the stadium, we can't see. I think the keeper got a touch on it and possibly pushed it onto the bar there. But it was a good little sort of flurry just before that. We were good. We were very good in the first half.
Yeah, there was a few moments of champagne football. I think that was one fantastic pass of football. But like I said, in the Bobby Moore, we thought it was in. We were celebrating. We thought it was 1-0, and then we had to sit down and be quiet. And then, of course, the Sunderland fans cheered because they thought Byram had hoofed it out, and then there was a big roar as Antonio scored. However, we saw the 2 halves of Adrian today, Tom. Do you think, in the first half, that short goal kick, he got back to him, he should have hoofed it, he took a touch. No. Then Defoe it could have ended up in the back of the net. Is that one side of Adrian?
It is, you're right, yeah, but in the day, even Czech. Every brilliant goalkeeper makes mistakes, but and Adrian's no different, is he? Really, he's entitled to make a mistake. Lucky enough, they didn't score from it, and we got away with it. But we still won 1-0. He had another clean sheet. Yeah, but you are right. Yeah, it needs to iron him out of his sort of it's typical. Just get rid of the ball, But yeah, you are right. He needs to iron him out of his game.
Then we saw the other half in the second half of Adrian. From where it looked like a world-class save to me. When the play went down the right, it came in. It looked like, I thought it was a goal for Sunderland. And you have a better view than me. What happened?
It was an excellent save. It seemed to get down low very, very quick. Make no mistake about it. I think in terms of shot stopping and just general goalkeeper positional awareness, he could play, first choice for Spain. He's as good as De Gea. It's just his distribution that lets him down. If his distribution was better, he'd be up there with the best. But he was a free transfer. We can't argue. He's brilliant. And you know what? He cajoles the crowd. The crowd absolutely love him. The players, he organised the defence. Also, Ogbonna today. I know we're skipping subjects, but Ogbonna is becoming a commanding presence at centre back.
We'll discuss that in a second. But Big Sam did a lot wrong. Getting the keeper was something he did right, though. In the second half, do you think Defoe missed a glorious chance? The ball came over. Collins either ducked out the way or he missed it, one or the other. Defoe took a volley from quite far out. Do you think he was through and goal from your side?
I do, yeah. I think he should have still have a chance, and he's got the pace to obviously punish us. But no, hey, maybe he choked in front of all the home supporters, giving a bit of abuse. But no, I'm glad that he sort of choked, to be honest, because no, he was through and goal. You're right, yeah.
What did you make of Mike Dean, Gonzo?
I think it was pretty useless today, actually. I think there was no major thing wrong, but he gets a lot of the small stuff wrong. He sort of misses the ebb and flow of the game in many respects, and he doesn't let it flow. He pulls up fouls that aren't really fouls, and then simple things, silly things, nothing match changing. Throw-ins that went the wrong way, both sides. You know, I'm not impressed. I think it's a pretty poor standard of referee this season.
We should have had a pen right in front of me. When Coney was trying to usher the ball out, Payet nicked in front of him and kept it in. And Coney literally just pushes him out the park, and everyone's shouting in Bobby Moore and he gave a goal kick for it, but that was a penalty. Payet literally gets pushed over.
Second half, obviously.
Yeah, second half in front of Bobby Moore. Payet takes it off Coney. Coney's wanting the goal kick. Payet nicks it off him. It's a blatant pen. And then at the end of the game, there was a corner, and he gave a goal kick. There's people in front of me taking their glasses off, waving them at Mike Dean. But, you know,
that's funny you should say that, because I've actually found a pair of glasses. Maybe that was the incident.
He needs a pair of them. Tom, Emenike started today, but Andy Carroll impressed me when he came on. He didn't do anything. He hit the bar, and I thought he was unlucky to hit the bar with that chance. But I thought he put himself about. I thought he gave a lot of effort today. What do you make of Big Andy when he came back?
He got some game time, which is the most important thing for obviously Tottenham and moving into Everton away as well. He got some game time. I mean, Carroll, he's got some game time, and he hit the bar, as you said, and it should have gone in. I mean, I don't know how he missed it, to be honest, but was it another save or did he just hit the bar? I mean,
I think he just hit the bar.
No, he just hit the bar. No, he hit the bar, and no, he's got some minutes under his belt now. He's got, obviously, I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday. Who's going to play at the top? I mean, maybe for me personally, Carroll's an impact sub. As you've seen today, he sort of impacted the game a bit. He changed it because we were pretty poor in the second half. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm actually surprised by that. Really, Sunderland come out the second half and they actually played us off the parts. Let's be truthful. But no, yeah, when Andy come on, he changed the game a bit in our favour. Won a few aerial duels, but no, yeah.
Was that Emenike's game? If he wants to start first team football for West Ham, was that the game he had to take his chance? And he wasn't really involved, was he? Do you think he's blew his chance because we've got Carroll back, as we just spoke about, and Sakho's probably back for Everton, maybe even Spurs, on the bench albeit, but he's back?
Look, I mean, you know my view is that Emenike's not good enough. He's not going to make his £8 million deal permanent. That's just not going to happen. We can't suddenly hail him as the Messiah because he scored some goals against a 10-man Blackburn team, even though we had 10 men at the time ourselves. It's a different standard. We've got a very, very interesting formation where actually Charlie made the excellent point, which almost a centre forward in many respects can be redundant when you have Lanzini, when you have Antonio, and when you have Payet there. The centre forward's got to run the channels, got to do a lot of hard work, and he's not quite mobile enough. Now, if you're not quite mobile enough, you might as well be totally immobile like Andy Carroll and actually just be a physical presence, and he sort of falls somewhere in between the two. So, no, for me, bring Andy Carroll back, and then when Sakho's fit, as you know, Sakho is our number one striker in my opinion.
Well, talking of potential headaches for Bilic, Sam Byron picked up a yellow card today. It's his 10th booking of the season, and because he's got his 10th booking before the 1st of April, it means he's got a 2-game suspension. So he's going to miss Spurs, he's going to miss Everton, then he's going to miss the FA Cup. So that's 3 games we're missing our right back. Tompkins isn't due back for another month yet. Joey O'Brien, I don't think anyone knows what's happening with him. I don't think anyone really cares, to be honest. But do you think Bilic is going to have to put Antonio there? But do you not worry it's going to take away a part of our attacking game?
Quite possibly. Having said that, I mean, I know this is no barometer, and I'm no physio. But Tompkins walked past me about 2 hours ago, and he looked fit as a fiddle. He's signing autographs. He looked, there's no crutches, no limp, no nothing. So you never know. If he's got to play Antonio, he's got to play. I mean, I thought he looked really good. If it's Antonio or O'Brien, then let's play Antonio because we have Lanzini back and we have other options there. So, yes, I think it will detract because Antonio scores goals. I mean, that's the thing. He creates goals, he scores goals. So we will miss it. But if that's the only option, then so be it. That noise in the background, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering what the noise is, I think Sam Allardyce and Sunderland players are just getting on the coach, basically.
Tom, we've got our players coming back to fitness now, but as Gonzo spoke about there, Ogbona's looking better and better every game. Collins got the captain's armband when Noble went off, so Bilic clearly rates him more than just a player. He obviously rates him as a third choice captain with Reid not being here. Does this make it even more difficult for Reid to get in the team? Because Obiang's struggling to get in the team. Do you think that was maybe bar the striker, our first 11 out there today in Bilic's mind?
I do, yeah. I mean, obviously Bilic is one for not changing the sort of like, if someone's doing well, he doesn't change it. And Ogbonna and Collins are doing nothing wrong to merit getting dropped. So even when, for me, I know I love Reed, I love Tompkins. Even when they're fit and they come back, if them two haven't conceded or a goal or hardly any goals, and they're in fantastic form, you can't drop them. You just can't drop them because they're obviously forming a great partnership, and that's what we want. We want a solid defence. We've got a solid defence. So, no, yeah, and I think Bilic agrees with that. I mean, you've seen it in the past of players during the rest of the season. He hasn't dropped anyone that's come back from injury. Yeah.
Almost time for the big question, but while you're here, remember to subscribe to our channel. Come on to the forum, hammerschat.boards.net, and have a chat with your fellow West Ham fans. Like ourselves, we'll be there, and the match reporters on clarenandhugh.info. Gonzo, this question might be difficult because I don't think there was anyone outstanding today, but who's your man of match?
Ogbonna. Yeah.
Your man of match, Tom?
It got given to Antonio, and I'd say Antonio because he scored a goal and he done well. But Ogbonna had a good game as well. Between the two of them, I'd choose Antonio because he got the match-winning goal.
For me, I am Kayati's biggest critic. I think I am Kayati's biggest critic. He was my man of match today. I seen a different Kayati today. I seen him getting the ball from the centre backs, and I don't think he does that enough. Maybe it was because we were playing Sunderland, who were quite poor and they didn't really pressure him. But for me, he was my man of match today. And coming from me, I think that's a big achievement for Kayati because I am his biggest critic. But anyway, we've been Hammer's Chat. Gonzo, Tom, Gio, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and come have a chat with us on the forum. Thank you.